Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You probably are wondering who is this girl, and it's because I got all new hair. Yes, I dyed it and I cut it and I just needed a little bit of change, and I feel like all of us feel that way when we hit different seasons, no matter what time it is in the year, but I needed something different. So I'm loving this hair for the fall. I feel like it's warm and it's nice, and it just made me inspired to do more fall makeup looks. So today's video is all about this fall look right here, and in this video I am using the new Tartlette palette, which is the Toasted palette. So lots of warm tones, perfect for all the holidays coming up like Halloween and Thanksgiving and everything like that. So if you want to see how to get this fall look right here, go ahead and keep watching. Okay guys, so I'm starting off with an absolutely clean face, nothing on, and I'm going to be showing you a first look at the new YSL Beauty foundation collection, the All Hours. So this is supposed to be a 24-hour matte full coverage foundation, and I'm really excited about it. They also have a primer right here and some concealers coming out as well. They gave me a beauty blender with it, so I'm going to be using that too, and a really cute brush that actually has my name engraved on it on the other side, and I'll show you guys that as well. But these are the foundations, and I have been trying this first one because I am so fair right now. You guys know that I usually have a spray tan, but I just haven't been getting them recently. So I've been using the shade B30 Almond, which is one of the lightest shades in the new foundation collection, and I really like the coverage. It definitely is full, and you know I usually wear a Kat Von D locket or double wear, so this is definitely up there with a full coverage finish to the skin. So first, to go get straight into it, I'm gonna start with the primer, and I'm using the All Hours primer first. I actually have not tried this yet, so I am excited to try this before I do the foundation. It does have sunscreen in it, which I don't usually use primer that has sunscreen in it, but it is good if you're going to be in the sun a lot. I kind of avoid the sun with my life because I'm a vampire. But I'm just shaking it up, and then I am going to put some on my beauty blender and apply it to my skin. So the primer feels really nice on the skin, and even though it has sunscreen, it doesn't feel slippery or oily. It actually feels like it soaks into the skin really well and super quick. And I'm really skeptical about, like I said, primers that have sunscreen in it, because I like to use my own sunscreen that I know mattifies, but this definitely does not feel uncomfortable, or it's like gonna make your foundation slippery or oily. So that feels really nice. As far as the foundation goes, we're gonna try out a couple different shades. The coverage of this is so nice. You really don't need too much, and it just goes a really long way, and that's what I really like, because I feel like I can tell if it's a good full coverage foundation by how much it covers just one little area. If I need to layer it on top, then I don't really like that. I like when it's at least one layer gives good coverage, then I'm happy. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit and oxidize a little bit, which means just letting it breathe. And usually when a foundation oxidizes, sometimes it will change color a little bit. That's totally normal, but that's why you always like to get a shade that's very close to your skin tone, because sometimes it's gonna go darker, especially if you're a very light skin tone like me. Whenever I don't have a tan on the foundation, whenever I put it on, it always just gets a little darker. So that's why I like to bronze my body a little bit and give me color, because I am white as paper. Okay, so I let the foundation set a little bit, and it is mattifying it on itself, so I won't be needing to use too much powder. It is still a little bit glowy because I did layer it a little bit. There are not enough full coverage foundations out there, so I'm excited that this one is going to be available really soon. So for contouring, as far as cream, I am going to be using one of my favorite contouring sticks. This is from Iconic London, and it's the shade Icon 3.1. So this is my favorite shade, no matter if I have a tan or if I'm pale as paper. And then when it comes to my nose, I get my nose perfector brush from Luxie, and then I just get straight into the contour stick. Just a subtle contour, nothing too crazy. So the brush that I'm using, and it's gonna look dirty because I've been using it all week and I didn't want to wash it right now, but this is Morphe G39. It is one of my favorite stippling, just fiber brushes to blend this out. It just works really nice. And then when it comes to my nose, we'll just blend all the lines out with the fluffy side of my nose perfector brush. And if you guys haven't seen my nose contouring video in depth, I'll put the link down below for you guys. Okay, now that we have softly contoured, we're gonna move on to concealing, and I'm gonna be using the All Hours concealer from YSL as well. I haven't tried this one. I have shade 3 and shade 4. I may need something lighter, but this is shade 3. It looks like it's just a shade lighter than the foundation that I use, so it will do for today. But I usually like to use something a little brighter under the eyes, but I really wanted to try this concealer. It feels very thin, like not watery, but a little bit thinner than some of the concealers that I usually use, which might be really nice because lately I feel like my concealer has been so cakey and I can't stand it because it just gets dry and crispy under the eyes. Not cute. Okay, this feels really nice. It blends out really nicely and I don't feel like it cakes under the eyes. I'm also putting it on my eyelid just to conceal that area and up to the brows. And whatever is left on the blender, I'm just barely gonna go under the contour. So today I'm gonna be using the Peach Perfect Translucent Powder from the Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection. You guys, if you haven't seen my video, definitely check it out. It is so cute. I had so much fun making it. And this is what it looks like. It does have a little peachy tint to it, but it is totally translucent and it smells like a dream. Like it smells like pie. I love it. And I'm gonna be using my Smashbox brushes today. This is the Blurring Concealer brush. I really like how this brush just fits under the eye perfectly too. So I'm gonna be moving on to a brush that's a little bit bigger. This is the Buildable Cheek brush from Smashbox. It's really fluffy, so it's not gonna give super full coverage with this powder. It's just gonna lightly dust. Okay, so today I'm also going to contour a little bit more with powder, and I'm going to be using the KKW Beauty Contouring Palette. And this one is light, so it is the lightest just because I am so fair today. So we're going to be getting into this one right here. It's a little bit more cool, and I'll get more into the warm tone bronzer in this palette on my forehead, but we'll be using both of these bronzers. And the brush that I'm using is also from Smashbox. Sorry, I have a swatch on my arm. And this is the Precise Blush brush. I just like how it's kind of dome shaped, so it's nice to just contour in this area. Dude, my hands are so white, so don't judge that because I'm gonna put body bronzer on after to make me all one color. Because girl, what's going on? So for my nose, I am gonna be using this shade right here with my nose brush just to add a little bit more dimension. Okay, so we're mostly done with the base of the face and we can go ahead and move on to the eyes. I'm going to be doing a really pretty fall look that you guys can wear this whole season. So let's move on to those. But first, let me wipe away anything that's on my lips because I look like a dead person. And I'm going to be using my favorite Neutrogena makeup wipes. I use these every single night. These are the fragrance-free cleansing towelettes, and we'll do blush and highlighter and all of that good stuff at the end. My ears need bronzer. Okay, so today I am going to be using the new Tartlette palette from Tarte. This is the Toasted palette. I'm really excited to use it because I feel like it is perfect for the fall, and I love all of Tarte's Tartlette palettes, the first one and the second one, and now this third one. It is so gorgeous. It has so many pretty chocolate browns, shimmery golds. You got some really pretty mauves and warm toned like orangey browns in there, and then of course like gorgeous champagnes and light ivory colors. So there's a really big selection in this palette, and I feel like it's so pretty because I am a lover of anything neutral. So this is a really gorgeous neutral palette that I feel like would look good on any skin tone, any eye color. I'm really excited to try and use it today. I haven't even touched it, so let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so I moved a little bit closer so you guys could see what I'm gonna do. And I'm also going to put on this Fresh Sugar Lip Balm, which I'm obsessed with. It's caramel, and I use it all the time, like all the time, because my lips are so dry. Okay, first things first, prime the eyes. MAC Painterly in, well, yeah, MAC Painterly. Either Painterly I use or Soft Ochre, but this is the one that I use majority of the time. Oh, and I did do my brows, like I said, and I used the Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade 4 from Benefit. Okay, so getting straight into the palette, I wanted to do something really warm on the eyes because I feel like with fall, I want to just make my eyes feel like a harvest. Just pumpkins and warm chai tea or pumpkin spice tea. Like those are all the colors that I think of, like those rich, warm browns and caramels and orange and golds. So I really love that there are so many of those colors in this palette. So the first color that I'm gonna get into just to set this is going to be Cashmere, which is this really pretty like champagne peach matte. And I'm just going to be pressing it on top of the primer. And it shows up pretty like orange toned actually. It's actually a really nice transition color too. I don't know how close you guys can see, but I need my freaking eyebrows done. So don't judge. I'm trying to grow them out. I'm part of the tweezer gang. My eyebrows look like sperms. Okay, once we have that primer set, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move on to this really pretty warm shade, and it's called Warmth. Using the same blending brush, this is gonna go in the transition. Ooh. I'm getting major fallout, but it's just because their mattes are pretty powdery. If you want to put on a good amount of translucent, go ahead, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. I feel like my eye's starting to look like a candy corn. Yummy! What is your favorite Halloween candy? I used to love Twizzlers. Like I just pick out the Twizzlers from everyone's house. Those were my favorite. Twix, Milk Duds, candy corn. I want a brush that's a little bit more precise, so moving away from the blending brush, I'm going to be picking up this full coverage shadow brush from Smashbox. And I really like these brushes, by the way. This is my second time using them. Some of them are brand new, but some of them I have used before. Like this one I'm obsessed with for under the eyes packing powder. I bring this in my purse to go. It's so dirty. This is called Angled Powder Brush. So it's really good for packing under the eyes. Just a side note. So getting with this brush back into the palette, I'm gonna be using Cozy, which I feel like the names are even like fall names. Cozying up by the fireplace. So this shade Cozy, by the way, it's like a really pretty, like I wanna say it's like a maroon brown, like a reddish brown. And we're gonna be focusing it towards the outer part of the eye. I'm barely just flicking my brush so it creates an angle to the shadow and it's not just like a round darkness right there. And then I'm also going to be applying Cozy into the inner corner as well. Make sure you keep dusting away any fallout if you are getting some. Okay, I'm gonna pick up a liner. I'm gonna pick up a liner for the bottom lash line. I'm gonna be using this All Day Everyday Eyeliner Ultra Matte from Melt, and this shade is Baked. It's this really pretty, it's like a burnt orange mustard shade, and I'm just gonna put it along the bottom lash line. So just like that, and then I'm going to run along the bottom this shade called Simmer, which is a really pretty gold tone. Let's use, so I'm gonna be using that shader brush that I used to pack on Cozy, but I'm gonna spray this to get a little bit of stick. I'm gonna be using the MAC Prep and Prime. So for the middle of the eye, since I did leave a space in between, I'm going to be using Flame, which is this really pretty, almost rusty, shimmery tone gold. And I'm using that same brush that has a little bit of the Fix Plus. So I'm just applying it straight to the center of the eyelid. So for the inner corners of the eyes, I'm going to pick up a pencil brush. This is the Smoky Shadow Brush from Smashbox. And I am also spraying it a little bit with the Fix Plus. And I'm going to be using this shade right here. It's called Candle. So I'm applying it just right in the inner corner and then just dragging it upwards. So I'm going to get into this color right here, which is called S'more. And I'm just going to apply it under the brow bone. So I want to apply a little bit more darkness in the outer corner, and I'm going to be using Fireside with this pencil brush. I'm just going to press it into this outer corner. And I'm barely just dragging a little bit of that dark brown Fireside on the outer parts of the lower lash line, dusting away any fallout. Now I'm going to apply a black liner on the top. I'm going to be using my super slim Infallible liner from L'Oreal on my eyes. I love this liner because the felt tip is super long. So I'm just going to be creating a nice wing. So I finished the wing liner. And now we are ready for mascara and lashes if you want to wear them. I am going to be wearing my favorite mascara. That's why it looks so disgusting and ratchet. This is the Maybelline, the Colossal Volume Express. Ugh, it's a mess. But I just really like the spoolie and wand on this. I definitely need me some lashes because I think you can't even see my top lashes, only my bottom. So I'm going to be using the iconic London lashes. I've tried a couple of the other ones before and I thought that these were really different from what I usually wear. The only thing that's annoying is there's no name on this. So they're the iconic London lashes and they're these, can you see that? They're these fluffy ones that are kind of chunky. I usually wear some that flare out in the middle, but I want to make my eyes really pop in the center. So we're gonna be wearing these. Oh, you can see them better. That's what they look like. Okay, lashes are on, feeling so good. And I really like these lashes because look how long they are in the center. So they really just open the eyes really well. Moving on to the rest of the face, my favorite parts, blush and highlight. I'm gonna be putting Dandelion on the eyes. This is from Benefit. It's a really pretty, just super soft pink. And I'm just gonna be using a stippling brush. This is from Luxie Beauty. It is the Duo Fiber Powder. Okay, moving on to highlight, which is what all of you guys want to see because it is the most important step. I am going to be using a new highlighter. This is from the NARS Man Ray collection. They just came out with this beautiful collection. There are so many pretty lip glosses as well as eyeshadows and some really pretty blushes, but they also have this highlighter, which I was most excited about. This is called Double Take, and this is what it looks like inside. Haven't even touched it yet. So pretty, so pretty. Let's see one swatch. Oh, feels like butter. It feels really soft. So I am so excited to try this. Whenever I get a new highlighter, I'm like, my life is complete for that day. New highlighters are everything. And I've been really liking this brush lately. This is the Morphe MB43 brush for highlighting. First, let's spray the face with Fix Plus because I feel like it will stick a little bit better. Freaking gorgeous. It's just like the perfect champagne glowy highlighter. So pretty. And I don't want to ruin the lips because they're so cute. So I have been putting a little bit of highlighter just right here above the brow. And then of course, the Cupid's bow. And then let's put a little bit on the nose. Just the tip. And then in between the brows. Okay, maybe a little more. Love that highlighter. So good. Last step is the lips, and I feel like with this fall I've been really gravitating towards more warm tones like mauves, but more like a brownie mauve or brownie nudes or brownie peaches. And this shade, I don't know if it shows up different on screen than how it looks right here, but ColourPop just came out with some fall lips, and this is one of them. This is called Rain, and I really like the shade. I hope that it doesn't show up too like peach on my lips, but let's go ahead and give it a try. I'm gonna line my lips first though. Something nude. I'm gonna be using MAC's Boldly Bare on my lips, just to line them first lightly, and then we'll put that. This is also an ultra satin lip, so it's not totally matte. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting this on my lips now just to complete this look. But I feel like you could really do any lip color with this. You could do a dark lip, you could do a nude lip. I wanted to do something in between that was a little bit more brownie mauve. So this is the first option that you could wear with this eye look. So this is Rain by ColourPop in their Ultra Satin Lip. And then I also wanted to show you guys what it looks like with a nude lip. So something that you can wear out during the day that isn't so bright, but I really feel like this is a super pretty fall color. It has nice warm orange tones in it, and it's not like super red, but it's, you know, still pretty casual. So let's see what the nude lip looks like with this look. Okay guys, so the nude-ish color that I'm using is from ColourPop also. It's called Likely, and it is another ultra satin lip. Okay you guys, so this is what the more nude-ish pink color looks like. It does have a little bit of brown in there too. I feel like you can never go wrong with a nude though. It definitely tones any makeup look down. So if you don't want to be that daring to use a shade that is this dark or even darker, definitely pop on a nude lip and you are good to go. But this is the finished and completed fall look. I really hope that you guys like this tutorial, and I hope you guys like my new hair. I know it's so different, but I feel like I needed a little bit of change for the fall season, and I kind of was a little bit over the blonde at the moment. So this is so close to my natural hair color. My natural hair is like this dark mousy shade up here, but yeah, I really like it. I feel like it's good for the fall and it could go with many different looks. Who's texting me? Anyway, I hope you guys give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you guys want to see next. I do plan on doing a couple of these fall looks because I feel like there are so many different darker makeup looks you can do for the fall, and I just feel like it's fun to change it up and do something that's a little bit more daring. So I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Say hi to everyone. You're so big now. You're a big boy. You guys, I want to show you a little update on how big my kitten's got. This is Binks. He's huge. Let me zoom it out. He's so big, and he's just the cuddliest baby ever. He wakes me up every morning and gives me kisses on the face. But right now, he's not lovey. They're so cute. I love having kittens. But yeah, just an update on the cats.